What up? It's your boy T Dub, what's blazing the sports. Listen, man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. December the 7th. Something different or more of the same? Guys, if you are new to the chat, maybe just now coming in, catching this on replay or live, do me a favor and smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Listen, man, hear me clear. I don't know. When you ask yourself this question, can Anthony Joshua bounce back from the first fight against Andy Ruiz? Can he bounce back and win? That's the question. Can he bounce back and win? This your boy T-Dub. I am here live, giving you this lunchtime work. I had to go live a little bit earlier because I have a meeting. Gosh, my vocals are killing me. But, guys, even though I look at this and I say it can be a different fight, I can see it. I can see why you say that, right? It can be a different fight. It's the second time out. Joshua was doing good for 2.5 rounds. But part of me, guys, make me say this. He was getting Danielson 90% of that fight. Waxed on and waxed off. Look at this picture, man. Look at his face. Mentally. Not even physically, mentally. Can Anthony Joshua bounce back from this? And think about it, guys. I get it. As a boxing fan, trainer, and all that, one, I don't want Anthony Joshua to go and retire. But I'm trying to be realistic. Because when you're talking about the human mind, listen, when you mess with the human mind, that's a destroy a person mentally. That will destroy him physically. Can he bounce back from this? Can he bounce back like an inflated ball that you throw to the ground and come back to you? Or would he bounce back like a basketball that you just stabbed with a knife? You throw it to the ground, and because of what happened to it the first time, the knife going into it, it just don't quite bounce back the same. If you get what I'm saying. Anthony Joshua went to the USA as the king of his jungle. He went to the USA with Mufasa, his Eddie Hearn, and him being Simba. It's time to see how far the light touches. Remember, guys, in The Lion King, Mufasa told Simba, Eddie Hearn told Joshua, basically re-rule all that the light touches. We found out that, hell, the light don't touch over here. That's what we found out. Lost one in the building. Hey, man, what's cracking, homie? Question is, man, and I don't want everybody to agree. I don't want everybody to disagree. I just want honest opinions, and however it falls from there, shit, we go with it, right? We just go with it. But a realistic question. And not one that you want. Oh, I want Josh to be better. I want, and see, sometimes people think because they believe and they want it, that if we believe in him, he can do it. He's not God. He don't get stronger off of belief. It's not God. That man had to believe in himself. Robert says, I think he can. Hey, Ali did. Foreman did, Lewis did, and so on. We shall see. Buzz Pipe or make diamonds. I think AJ is going Super Saiyan. Oh, shit. Oh, listen, man. Guys, I'm telling you, I don't know. See, the fight we just had with Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, I understood why Luis Ortiz thought he can bounce back, right? I understood why Luis Ortiz thought he can actually beat Wilder this second time. You might ask why. Why, T-Dub? How is it different? Well, let me explain. Because in the first fight with Deontay Wilder, Ortiz was arguably winning the fight. Won more rounds. Hurt the champion. And when you look at Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz, it's not the same. It's not the same. See, when Joshua dropped Andy, Andy was never hurt. He got up, steady legs, fought back, and hurt the champion. Joshua wasn't winning before he got stopped. Matter of fact, he didn't get stopped. He quit. Guys, I'm just saying this because I don't hate Anthony Joshua, but I do call things how I see it. Which it doesn't mean that it's factual. It just means how I see it. And your opinion may be different, and that's cool. You know how it is, guys. I'll let you get your smoke off. I'll let you get your smoke off over here. I honestly think he can bounce back, but will he? Not sure. It really depends on his mentally. Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. His mental, bro. Getting knocked out really fucks with your mindset. Ali wasn't knocked out. Foreman thought he was drugged. That's why I lied. You teed up. You lied. I think you said light. Men light. That's why I like you teed up. You let anyone say what they want. Yeah, get your workout, bro. He quit on the stool. Oh, yeah, this dude is weak mentally. Bitcoin. That's got us from Bitcoin. All right, so this is what I'm thinking, right? First of all, I think the second fight, I think it's going to be better. I think the second fight is going to be better than the first fight. When I say better, I mean more competitive. Because the first fight, guys, listen, it wasn't. The first round was a fill-out round. The second round was pretty much a fill-out round. There wasn't much done. Neither fighter took risks in the first two rounds. Joshua started everything off by landing a killer fucking combination. He landed a combination that would have made most men's eyes bleed. Hey, listen, guys. He hit him with an uppercut. The same uppercut that made Klitschko go from 6'7" to 6'9". He stretched out his neck and saw sonic rings. And then he hit him with a left hook, guys. Listen, see, the one thing I don't think people are looking at is, I think Andy Ruiz has a fucking chin. I think Andy has a chin. Because Joshua hit this man with the kitchen sink. Forget the plates. See, it's not everything but the kitchen sink. He hit him with the kitchen sink. With the pipe part. The ones made out of metal, not the plastic stuff. The man fell to his ass. Looked up in shock of what happened. Guys, the first fight wasn't a good fight because it was competitive. The first fight wasn't memorable because Joshua beat Andy in the USA and made a successful debut. The first fight is only hyped and good and looking forward to the second fight because the champion got beat, and not only did the champion get beat, he got beat bad to the point he quit. So the only thing I'm saying is, from what we've seen in the first fight, honestly, can you honestly say you know for sure without a doubt in your mind that he has gotten better? Can you honestly say in your mind that, oh, yes, he fought Andy, now he can fight short fighters? You really believe he can fight short fighters with Andy Ruiz speed, power, and combination? I'm being honest. I don't think he can get anybody that can match Andy. I don't know. Let's go to it. Let's go to it. What'd you say? Robert says, I don't think anyone can deal with the power of Wilder. Also, he is getting better, smarter. Bro, listen, man. Deontay Wilder power should be called Final Destination. Literally, Deontay Wilder right hand is like the final destination. His right hand will put you out quicker than hypnosis. If Wilder says, listen, he might have to call his right hand hypnosis because it's putting you out. Wilder, listen, if you want that saying Deontay Wilder, just cut me a little bit. Just cut me a little bit. Nickname your right hand hypnosis because it's putting people out. Just cut me a small something. I'm working here. And he has a chin, no doubt. Yeah, man. He has no he has no neck, but yeah, he has a chin. Bitcoin. Even against Parker was lighting him up. Took it well. Remember, that's a fight that they thought he won. He has 4 chins. Observing stuff in the building was blazing, homie. I would say yes, Anthony can. What's up, everyone? And he has a chin and also on speed. Holyfield says it's best he used to spar him. Wow. He dealt with shorter guys before too. Pavek can tackle him, all tough guys. But also the one thing that Anthony Joshua said was, this was before he was going to fight Andy, I believe. Shortly before. After Teckham, after Pavek, and after these guys. Anthony Joshua says he has trouble fighting shorter guys. And you know what's crazy is? How come he said that and felt that and his trainers knew that but did not prepare him for that? That's a question. He wasn't prepared. And I get why he wasn't 100% prepared because, he was expecting to fight Miller. Miller took more drugs than grandma's medicine cabinet, searching for an opponent, and bada, here comes Andy. He said he should name that right, bro. I'm telling you, bro. His right hand is hypnosis, bro. So listen, man. Let's get down to this. All day I'm being honest, man. You guys know when you come to my chat, it's pretty fair, right? I mean, as long as you ain't talking shit, when I mean talking shit, you can talk shit in here, but as long as you're not being racist and dog another channel out, they try to make me look bad, say whatever you want. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I like going to trolls' channel and trolling them. I realize now that I can't be Superman. I can't be Superman. I can't. See, when I go to the trolls' channel, I could try to save them, but I don't. I think I'm more like Zod. I want to make them kneel before T-Dub. Kneel. I can't be Superman, man. I can't save them. Even when it comes to the Green Lantern, shit, I might be trying to force me a yellow ring. I can't save them, man. When it comes to the trolls, it's like I enjoy it. I enjoy the battle. I enjoy it. I don't need a cape for this. Listen, this is the one time that I'm voting for Zod. Let me see what I missed. Very good. Small guys are hard to fight regardless because they have to learn all the tricks to get on the inside. I lost one. That really depends, bro, because I enjoy fighting shorter fighters. Because I have a very fast and good jab, I make it very hard for shorter fighters to get inside. I mean, to be a shorter fighter, think about this. You are at a disadvantage from second one. From second one, when you have to start out at one end of the ring, he's at another end of the ring, you're at a disadvantage because you got to get inside. And how did you get inside? You got to come past firepower. You have to come past punches to get inside. I'm telling you right now, bro, from being a guy that fought shorter fighters and taller fighters, when it comes to me, I enjoy thoroughly enjoy, because it's easy just boxing shorter fighters. I don't care if they 3 inches shorter. I enjoy it. Because you can't get past my jab and my footwork. But if you don't have footwork and you don't have a good jab, and they get inside on you, you're done. You're done. You're done. So you want Joshua to win too? Who is that, for me or somebody else? Had just be in your living room chilling while Mike Tyson was legendary. What I miss? What I miss? What I miss? I missed something. Hey, right on, Robert. I appreciate it, bro. What about shorter fighters with the same reach? Each case is different. But still, it's still different. It's different, man, because it really depends on fighting style. Are they a pressure fighter? Are they sitting back? There's disadvantages and advantages good that goes both ways. It's just different, because still, even then, sometimes their height is still an advantage. Like I said, it's different. It's different. The same reach definitely makes the shorter fighter at a less disadvantage, at a less, But like I say, he's I don't know, bro. That's rare. It can happen, but it's rare that you find a fighter that's, let's say, 5 inches shorter and had the same reach. It's rare, but it does happen. That means he'll be able to jab and go to the body, pretty good. And the other guy will have a better face shots. Listen, it's just different. That's different. Let me see. Andy's shorter. Arms helped him beat AJ. Andy is shorter. Andy got a shorter reach. I think Andy has like a 74-inch reach, and Anthony Joshua has like an 82 or 84. Anthony Joshua has a significant reach. But you know what he had? An insignificant jab. His jab sucked. His jab was horrible. His jab was done. A slow jab, lazy jab, one jab. All bad news. A slow-ass jab, a lazy jab that don't come back to your shoulders, and only one jab. Listen, if you're a taller fighter and you're only throwing one jab, you're asking to get beat. Because the shorter fighter is looking to come in on your punch. He is looking for that one shot to come in on. That jab has to work. That jab has to be a $2 stripper that has 800 rent, and she got to make all that money in one night. That jab has to work. Work, work, work. I ask because I'm short with long arms. Like I said, man, when you're short and you got long arms, like I said, it depends, man. It depends on your fighting style. Really depends on your fighting style, on who has the advantage. Remember, every case is different. Every case is different. Me personally, when I have boxed shorter fighters, I think most of the time they had their reach was shorter. Even fighters that, to me, I like fighting. I thoroughly enjoy fighting fighters my height or shorter. Now, I fought a majority of tall fighters when I fought, and I won them all. 20-some wins and no losses. I won them all, but I had to work harder to fight the taller fighters, because you got to do so much fucking shit to get in there. You got to do so much shit to get past firepower to get in there. But when I fight somebody my height or shorter, oh my God, it's like I can open up my whole fucking arsenal. I can open up my whole arsenal. When you fight somebody taller than you, your hands got to be, there is not a lot of playing around. You ain't in no Philly shell. You ain't fighting with your hands down, because they're going to punch your face all day. They're punching down, and they can see gaps in your defense better. Your hands got to be up. When I fight somebody my height, I can have a high guard. I can have a fencing guard. I can have a Philly shell guard. I can switch my guard. I can do what I want. Let's see what I miss. Well, AJ is dropping weight, so his jab is going to be a hell of a lot better in round 2. Short with long arms can be good, but you're short of stock in the middle. Short on stock in the middle. T-Dub, you ever fought a really good short guy who could just tee off on you? No. I'm not saying I fought short good guys, yes. But somebody who can just get off on me and I can't get back? No. I purposely never ever really put out film because my thing is, if you're going to scout me, somebody else going to have to put it out. Remember guys, in case you don't know, I didn't turn pro. When I was going to turn pro, I got 20-some amateur wins, no losses. When I was going to turn pro, I had a ex-girlfriend at the time that told me 2 months after we broke up that she was 2 months pregnant. She put me through all hell. I had to go to family court for about 2.5, 3 years. I'm not gonna lie, the way family court is so fucking one-sided. I'm not gonna lie, I was almost depressed. Matter of fact, I was depressed. Listen, guys, my boy Charles Burns was here. He'd probably tell you. He's been one of my subscribers, my first or second one ever. I was depressed, and I didn't go because I was so depressed. When I went to go spar in the gym, I was getting my fucking ass whooped because I couldn't focus. I wanted to be in the gym to take my mind off of it, but I couldn't spar because I was getting my ass fucked up because I'm thinking about how I'm getting fucked in the courts. But I fought. She won money-wise. I have 50-50, which means I get my kid 7 days on, 7 days off. I started going to court with him when he was 3 months. 3 months. And about time, check this shit out, guys. Check this shit out. I'm going to give you guys, I got to get back to my box. I'm going to give you a little bit personal. So, which I thought about starting a channel, for like father's rights and stuff like that, though. Completely separate from this. But check this out, right? I found out that my ex, who I broke up with, was 2 months pregnant when we was broken up for 2 months, right? So the last time we fucked around before we broke up, she got pregnant. So we started going to court when he was 3 months. About time, no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. No, I'm right. He was 3 months when we started going back to court. When he was 3 months, she was already pregnant with somebody else's kid. And guess what she told the courts, right? Guess what? So she told the courts, I got to get back to boxing. I'm going to tell you this one story. I'm going to get back to boxing. When trial was coming up in March, and she was due in June, I believe. We haven't messed around, and we didn't date. The last time we messed around and dated was when she got pregnant with our kid. We was broken up the whole 9 months that she was pregnant. Like, we wasn't together when we found out she was pregnant. She told the courts that the baby she was pregnant with, the second child, not my child, the second child, that was my baby. And the courts believed her. They believed her. And then, when the baby was born, even though I told the courts, I'm like, she's lying. I have not touched her in over a year. She's lying. Baby came out. I'm brown skinned. She's brown skinned. I mean, it doesn't mean that the baby came out very, very dark skinned. And she admitted. That, no, it's not his baby. After lying. But you know what? Let's get back to boxing. All right. So, the question of the day. It's a question that we will find out the answer on December the 7th. He says, damn, they did. He said, damn, they believed her with no DNA test. Yeah, she was still, bro, she was still pregnant. She was still pregnant. She said she was pregnant with my kid. And they believed her. I said, I didn't do it. They said, come on now. Why would she make it up? Baby came out because they pushed the court date out. See, she was lying to make it look better in her favor for trial. Then when they pushed trial off, and the baby was going to be born before trial happened now, and the baby came, obviously it wasn't mine. No, she didn't ask me for no DNA test for the second child because she know we didn't mess around. She was just lying. She was lying. My son now is 6 years old. And she's still on some BS, but let's get it. Westside says Andy Ruiz would knock AJ out. Let's get back to this work, man. So, this is the question. The question that inspired me to do this video. Can Anthony Joshua bounce back from this beating he took from Andy Ruiz? He didn't lose. See, this is not a Deontay Wilder versus Ortiz, to where Anthony Joshua was beating the fuck out of Andy, and Andy landed a good couple punches in the 7th round in some kind of way, knocked Anthony Joshua out. So you can argue the case, but he was winning. He landed a lucky punch, right? That wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. From round 3 until round 7, until Anthony Joshua went down for the 4th time. If you look in the far corner of this picture to the left, there's a picture within the picture. And that picture is Anthony Joshua on his knees. He's on his knees because his legs are too heavy. His head is hanging because his head is too heavy. His mouthpiece comes out of his mouth. He gets up, walks to comfort his corner, to Eddie, to his trainers. And at that point right there, like most of us, he was done. Can he come back from that? Ortiz had an argument. I was actually winning for Wilder to knock me out. Fury has an argument. I was boxing very well, but Joshua had a couple knockdowns. Stavern had an argument. I went 12 rounds where nobody did. I can beat him. At least they had an argument. People ask, why did Deontay Wilder rematch Ortiz? He already knocked him out. Why did he feed him? Why did he fight him again? Well, you can ask yourself, then why the fuck is Andy Ruiz fighting Joshua? He already knocked him out. I am wondering AJ's next move. If he wins, will he duck Fury and Wilder? Observing stuff. Anthony Joshua said if he's win, he's not worried about Deontay Wilder. Anthony Joshua already admitted if he wins, he ain't looking to face Deontay Wilder. Oh shit, what I do? He doesn't want that smoke, man. Anthony Joshua's chin is not the best. Andy Ruiz's chin is better than Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua has been rocked. Anthony Joshua has been dropped. Anthony Joshua has quit. AD in the building. AJ got Usyk problems first. Yeah, he shouldn't be. He has a fight, Amando. The one, the only American Pastor Travels in the building. Guys, American Pastor Travel has started his channel up, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing the content that he brings to YouTube. I think American Pastor Travel is going with Anthony Joshua on this one. And guys, listen, I love it when everybody doesn't go one way. I love it because that way we can battle on live on air and you can battle in the comment section on who you think is going to win. And in this case right here, I'm being honest. In this case right here, if it went to the decision, I'm going to give it to Anthony Joshua. I just don't think there's no way that he will lose. I think that the judges will give it to Anthony Joshua. But when you ask yourself who has an advantage, who has a psychological advantage going into the second fight, Andy Ruiz. Anthony, listen, guys. If some of you guys ever had a fight before, all right, and maybe you know what, maybe you never had a fight. If you never had a fight, I'm talking about a fight you fought and lost, or not even a fight. Have you guys ever just been very embarrassed, like extremely embarrassed? And when you're extremely embarrassed, or you get beat up in front of a lot of people, or you are made to look stupid, doesn't matter. Any occasion where you can look back and say, yeah, man, I remember something like that. I felt dumb. And even once that's over, you go home, it's in your head. It's in your dreams. It's in your, it's in everything you do. It affects you. You don't sleep right. You don't sleep comfortable. You don't get 8 hours of sleep. And now we're talking about Anthony Joshua, who has to go back into battle with a man that had his number. This wasn't just a fight. See, let me see. Can I cook with you at whatsblazing? Oh man, I'm not at home today, man. I'm using my phone. I wish I could. But whatever you comment on in the comment section, I'll do my best to respond to. Because I'm at work now. Yesterday I was working from home, so I have my normal setup. You know what? Listen, AD, let me see. Depends on how late you'll be up tonight, your time. I might do another video later. To me, it'll be, damn, that might be morning for you. You might be asleep, bro. You might be asleep. AD's in the UK. AD's in the UK, in case anybody want to know. But I'm trying to make this clear. I don't hate Anthony Joshua. I'm only going off my gut instincts, my opinion, and that taught me in life. I don't think Anthony Joshua can just bounce back and look like a new man from this. I mean, can he do better? Yes. And I'm telling you right now, he has to bounce back mentally first. Because what if Andy hits him again, one of them donkey punches? Again. See, the first time he got hit with in the first fight, you know, Anthony Joshua was like, whoa, what's going on? What I get hit with? And like a fighter, he just kept fighting. If he get hit with that same punch this time, it's going to make him think, oh my gosh, it's happened again. Let's see. Derek in the building. Derek Brown, what up, T-Dub? I got AJ winning a close fight. It could have happened. No dramas another time, bro. AJ Ruiz problem started when he went in for kill after he dropped, went in for the kill after he dropped Ruiz. This fight going to play out completely different, trust me. Hey, AD, bro, we can always set up a video, man. Like, it don't have to be like a versus video. It can just be like a, matter of fact, AD, let's see, man. Tomorrow, this time, I'm off from work. So tomorrow I'll be at home and we'll just do a video, basically just like just a back and forth video on thoughts. No, like me versus you. We'll do that. But Ace, let me ask you a question, man. You said AJ was win. How would he win? See, that's my thing. See, that's what I don't get. See, I think a lot of people say Anthony Joshua will win because they want him to win. They need him to win. But how? How? How do you know he's improved? Listen, Anthony Joshua not only has to improve from the last beating he took, he has to be better. Think about this. He just can't improve. He has to be much better to beat Andy. He has to be much better. And I'm telling you right now, after fighting Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua he's going to be a little bit defensive, guys. He said, yeah, man, we can have a friend debate tomorrow. G, sounds good, brother. Right on, bro. Yeah, man. I'm going to go live at the same time tomorrow. And I'll be at home tomorrow. Right now, I'm working while I work. I take a lunch break, come out the car. Matter of fact, I'm going to get on a walk, man. So fucking nice. Listen, you guys don't know where I'm from. I'm from the Show Me State. Show Me 7, and I show you 8. You know, I'm in St. Louis. So you ever in St. Louis, hit your boy up, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I might end up going to a sports bar one of these times, just sitting back, having some drinks, talking some shit. But let me get it in, man. Wow, walk on this fall day. He said, yeah, it was cold as hell last week. Bro, it was very cold. But the last couple of days been nice. Today's chilly. Today's it's a little cold, but not too bad. But let's get this work, man. I don't know who's gonna win this second one. Listen. Oh man, like you know, for me being a boxing fan, I think Andy Ruiz has the advantage because he won. 2, Anthony Joshua has to fight his second fight in a row, not home. Anthony Joshua has 2 road games after losing the first one bad. Listen, guys, a lot of people, once they lose, they want to go back to a comfort zone. Listen, I know the UK is going to fly there to Saudi Arabia. They're going to support him in the best way possible. But still, he's going to be on foreign soil, in a foreign arena, with foreigners around him that's overpaying for the fight to see him fight. And now he has to rematch somebody with no tune-up against a guy that beat the snot out of him. Beat him bad. And Anthony Joshua is coming in lighter. Andy Ruiz is coming in lighter. I think it's going to be a good fight, man. Listen, I'm actually excited. Like I say, you know, I'm a fan of Andy Ruiz. For sure. You know, he's a Mexican-American, big fan of Andy. For the longest time, I was a big fan of Anthony Joshua. My thing with Anthony Joshua started with the Deontay Wilder. There was a lot of, you know, stuff on Eddie Hearn part that I think didn't make Anthony Joshua look so good. And then Anthony Joshua did and said things as well that made you say, man, you don't really want to fight. That's when my first issue with Anthony Joshua started. Before that, if you go back and check my videos before that, I was giving Anthony Joshua all kind of praises. I was saying, listen, way back then when Anthony Joshua had like 15 fights, I was saying, boy, I was thinking to myself that, I said, if Wilder or anybody want to fight this guy now, they better fight him now because they're going to get nothing but better. But, guys, listen, I'm being honest, man. I don't know if Anthony Joshua got better. I don't know if he got better, to be honest. His best fight might have been that Klitschko fight. That might have been the best Anthony Joshua we've seen. I don't know. He said AJ would be king again. How would he do it? Ace, how does he beat Andy Ruiz? Like, what does he do different, or what new skills he has to beat Andy? Because I'm telling you right now, man, if I go in the gym right now and I face a guy in every twist and turn of that ring, he has beat me from pillar to post. Every time I look around, he's beat me from pillar to post. I'm telling you right now, if I just jump right back in the ring with that guy, it's a good chance it's going to happen again. You listen, I'm not saying Anthony Joshua cannot beat Andy, because he can. Some of you guys, you know, I picked Anthony Joshua to beat Andy Ruiz. Even though I said Andy Ruiz, I said, hey, listen, Andy is a better fighter than Miller. I said this actually is a better fight, but I picked Joshua to win, which lets you know I respected Joshua's skills. Even my own brother. Listen, I used to battle my own brother. See, even though you guys hear me and you guys might think that, oh, you hate Anthony Joshua, oh, you don't care for Anthony Joshua, you know, I call a spade a spade. Because when Joshua do stupid shit, I talk about it. But when it comes to guys' skills and what he accomplished, I also give him those things. I have people that argue me because I give it to him. You don't got to give him shit. He don't deserve shit. I said, listen, man, the guy did. Listen, the guy's a champion, you know. And I said, listen, even though a lot of people don't like Eddie Hearn, and I'm not a big fan of Eddie Hearn, The one thing you can say is, if you say Anthony Joshua is a made champion, if you say he earned everything, Eddie Hearn put him in the right positions at the right time and spent the right amount of money to get him those fucking belts. You know, so, like, I just call a spade, you know? Let me see, where am I at? Enough UK Dons gone, be in Saudi Arabia. It's going to be lit. Firefighter AJ will turn up with no sparring concussions. Bro, he had no sparring concussions. No pressure to hold that 0 and not being a massive favorite. Also, Ruiz will have the pressure too. Yes, Andy will have pressure, but not as much pressure as Joshua. See, think about this, AD. Anthony Joshua, if he loses, imagine, I mean, even you might even agree or disagree, but if Anthony Joshua loses 2 times to Andy Ruiz, nobody's going to see that shit again. Like if he loses 2 times in a row, Anthony Joshua's going to have to probably sit out for a year. I think he's probably going to say, I'm going to go talk to my team and we'll see where we go from here. But I think Anthony Joshua's going to literally sit out, travel the world, take some vacation, get his mind right, see some psychologists, do some mental therapy, and then come back to the sport and take some soft touches. Now, Andy Ruiz has to prove that he wasn't a fluke. But proving you're not a fluke is not as much pressure as proving that you just can't beat that fucking man. Listen, Joshua's back is literally against the wall. It's against the wall. Because if Andy Ruiz lose, he can debate for a 3rd fight. If Andy Ruiz lose, he said, hey, I beat the shit out of you the first time, you won the second time, let's do it again. And guess what? That's a mega fight. Guess what? That's a mega fight. Yes, Andy has pressure, but it's not as much pressure as Joshua. Not as much pressure as Joshua. Not nearly as much. Observe himself fight like the taller fighter he is, that's what he would do differently. Prove he's not a one-hit wonder. Yeah, AD, you know what? Yeah, he has to prove he is not a one-hit wonder. But Joshua has to prove that he can even fucking beat this man. Like, Ortiz just fought Deontay Wilder for the 2nd time and got his ass knocked out. The first time, Ortiz did well, won a majority of the rounds until Deontay Wilder made him sit down and hit him with that right hand, aka I nicknamed hypnosis, because that shit's gonna put you under. Ortiz had an argument. Ortiz had an argument for the 2nd fight because he fought him so well the 1st fight. Joshua really doesn't have an argument. Think about this. Joshua doesn't have an argument for real. He didn't fight good the 1st fight. He didn't do well the 1st fight. He got stressed out the 1st fight. He spit his mouthpiece out the 1st fight. He walked back to the corner in the 1st fight. He looked around like, I don't know what to do in the 1st fight. He was focused on the crowd and not who he was fighting in the 1st fight. The only reason, and I mean the only reason, they're doing this rematch right now is because Eddie Hearn don't want to lose control of the heavyweight belts. Because he knows if he does not immediately rematch Andy Ruiz and allows Andy Ruiz to go on to fight somebody like Deontay Wilder or Fury or anybody else, he would never, or there's a chance he won't see them belts anytime soon. He is forced. See, they're not taking this rematch because Joshua really wants this fight right back to back. They're taking this rematch for the belts. They're taking this rematch. They don't want to lose power of the heavyweight division. Because if Andy Ruiz takes them belts, Andy is out of Al Heyman. Them belts can come right back over to the PBC, and that means a loss of power for Matchroom in the heavyweight division. A loss for power for the zone in the heavyweight division. He is forced. See, the thing is, there's a difference between naturally getting your mind right, getting physically prepared for a rematch that in a fight that didn't go your way. Anthony Joshua is being forced to mentally get together. He has been forced to mentally, physically get his body right. He is being forced to learn how to fight a style that he always complained he don't know how to fight. Why is my things not going up? Okay. They, listen, boy, ain't nobody missing no fucking Anthony Joshua fool, bro. What's up that ludicrous shit, man? The fight I really want to see is White versus Miller. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Listen, I don't mind, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think White versus Miller is a good fight. I don't think they'll fight anytime soon. At one time, because of how Dylan White was acting, I didn't want to see Dylan White fight Wilder. But I'm telling you right now, and this is as honest as I can get, I will love, I mean, guys, that'd be my Christmas present. I would tell Santa, don't bring me shit this year, because you already gave me enough when you made Dylan White versus Deontay Wilder. I would love to see that shit. I will love it, because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be like in the old days with the Queens of England. Off with his head. He would have to switch shampoos after this. Dylan White would have to switch shampoos because he will only be half of a part of one. He can't use head and shoulders no more because it'll only be shoulders because his head will be missing. He would have to switch from head and shoulders to shoulders and shoulders. Man, Deontay Wilder is the hardest hitter in the game. There is not a lot of fighters that have one-punch knockout power. And Eddie Hearn did an interview, and it was him talking about Ortiz versus Wilder, the rematch. And he said, listen, he said, I missed the first round, and I woke up, and I caught the second round. And he said that second round for Ortiz, third round for Ortiz, fourth round, fifth round, sixth round for Ortiz. And then he said even though he was winning, you know, I was waiting for what was to come. It's like when Ortiz was winning against Wilder, Eddie Hearn didn't get excited. He didn't get excited because he knows that against Wilder, it's not about winning rounds. He didn't get excited because he said, I knew what was coming. I knew it. And then in the seventh round, bam. He says, this is Eddie Hearn. Deontay Wilder has true one-punch knockout power. He said he does lack some skills, but he make it up. What was the word he said? Ferocious or fierce? I don't know if it's fierce or ferocious knockout power. He said, you know, when he hits you, you're done. This is Eddie Hearn. I'm telling you right now, when Eddie Hearn saw that, in the back of my mind, when Eddie Hearn was saying that, he was thinking about what if he fought Anthony Joshua? Because Anthony Joshua has been, Dylan White hurt Anthony Joshua. Andy Ruiz hurt Anthony Joshua. Klitschko dropped Anthony Joshua. And guys, listen, you can hate Deontay Wilder all you want. And I know, I understand the hate from Deontay Wilder is real. I understand. It pumps through your fucking veins. It's like, you know, if you could, you're sending bombs in his house. I get it. I don't know. Matter of fact, I don't get it. I really don't get why. I don't get it. Because he gives you what you want. Deontay Wilder is the Batman of boxing. They're going to blame you. They're going to discredit you. They're going to attack you in every way. But through all of it, you will still be king. Through all of it. How can you not like a man that is knocking out everybody? Deontay Wilder is the closest thing that we'll ever get to the back in the Gladiator days. When the Gladiator days, when people used to cheer to finish him, they just cheer to take his shit out. Let me see. I told you the same thing on your live stream for the fight, even though I have Ortiz 5-1 up and rounds. I predicted a Wilder KO because he played alone with Ortiz, throwing no punches till it was time. Wilder only fight 79. What is that? But AD, bro, listen, man. People don't give Deontay Wilder credit. And go back and watch that fight. That punch was set up, bro. That punch was set up. And guys, if you don't know, if you're in my live chat right now, I will be 100% live before Anthony Joshua and Ruiz fight, during Anthony Joshua and Ruiz fight, and after. You can call in before, you know, and put your bid in. And guys, I will. On my live streams, when there's a fight like this, like when it's an Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz, I got a list. I call it Eat Crow. Eat Crow. Basically, you put your prediction on live. And listen, there's no go back. There's no, I told you you're going to win and change your mind type of bullshit, or you don't want to do a prediction. You wait till the fight over with and then lie about like you knew what was going to happen. I told you he's going to go in and do this and do that. I want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. There's no flip-flopping over here. We are going to get that list out, and we're going to put your name up there. You're going to make that prediction live. You're going to type it in the chat. I'm going to type it, and I'm going to have it for all eyes to see. Like Tupac, all eyes on me. Don Dot in the building was blazing, homie. Man, you know how it is, man. Giving these boxing geekers this work. Ace, man, bro. Ace, bro. Hey, man. Hey, for real, man. For real, bro. Why do you hate Deontay Wilder so much, man? Why do you hate him so much? And why don't you never call in, man? I try to give you a voice. But yet you act like you can't speak. I give you a voice. I give you an avenue to speak your mind and speak your piece. AD uses a link. I'm going to be live tomorrow. Same bad time. And I want you to come in. Call in, Ace. So we can get this work. Wilder knew exactly what he was doing. He didn't even try and hurt Ortiz in the first 5 rounds. If he did, fans be mad, especially haters, calling the fight a joke. So Wilder let Ortiz get 7 rounds in. I think this is what I think the game plan was. I think Deontay Wilder knew that Ortiz was going to be looking for the right hand. So Deontay Wilder came out using jabs. Ortiz had a lot of early success. Guys, listen, I got to be honest. Ortiz still beats a majority of the heavyweights right now. I think Ortiz was probably the fastest I ever seen him. When we saw Ortiz fought Hammer, he looked slow. And I said this, guys. I said, listen. I said he did not look as good against Hammer because Hammer is more of a counterpunch and always kept bagging out. And it's hard to look good against somebody that doesn't really want action. And when Ortiz fought Deontay Wilder, bro, listen, he looked fast. Every one punch Deontay Wilder threw, Ortiz threw about 4 or 5 of them things. But Wilder in the 7th round started to let that right hand go a little bit. He started to throw a lead right hand. He started throwing a 1-2. And right when Ortiz was at his highest, Ortiz landed. Think about this, guys. See, people knock Deontay Wilder, but Deontay Wilder took every bit of power Ortiz had. Ortiz hit him with the overhand left. Ortiz hit him to the body. Ortiz hit him to the shoulder. Ortiz was laying hands on his man. And Wilder stood tall. And then Wilder backed up along the ropes, used his jab to center himself to the ring and put Ortiz on the rope. And then feinted, let me get by the doors, feinted his jab and threw a right hand. Like abracadabra. Ortiz was laying on the fucking ground. Bro, that fight wasn't fixed, man. Oh my gosh, man. Gosh, Ace, bro. I didn't even know you were this much of a hater, man. But guys, listen, I gotta get into this meeting, man. I'm sorry I gotta cut it short a little bit. I got a meeting in 10 minutes, so I gotta get back in. Thank you guys for tuning in. T-Dub, what's blazing? I'm out.